All right, shalom, shalom. I'm going to start off this video by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone that rule well and teach well. Well, I learned this truth 100% according to the Bible. I also want to say shalom to the elect, the 144,000 men, prophet, servants, scattered abroad the four corners of the earth. And shalom to you, Akwaf, which are you sisters that are sincere in your children. Shalom. And in today's video is going to be titled, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah is to be feared, man. You see, the Lord is greatly to be feared. And it's going to be building off of this video or this news that you had happen in Milwaukee, where you had this 17-year-old Jake basically was in a high-speed chase with the police officers, and his car ended up crashing and it bursted in flames, man. And I actually got the video that I'm gonna show after this, Lord's will, where you actually got his body. You can see it burning in the car crash, man. Like, you see him on fire, just on the ground, shaking. Like, hey, this is why we tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians to seek Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, man, to get right with the Lord while you still have time, and to turn away from your wickedness, man. Because, hey, if you're not out there living right, man, then, hey, you're in sight of being judged by the Lord, man. And it ain't going to be pretty, man. Right? So I'm actually get this precept real quick, then we're going to get into the video. This is Psalms chapter 96. And I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, "For the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods." You see, because this is why, verse 5. "For all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, made the heavens," man. So you see, all of these other gods that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians seek after and worship and praise, from your Allah to your Jesuses to your Buddhas, all of those are idols, man. You see, if you're not worshiping and fearing Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, then guess what? You're going to fall in the hands of the Lord's judgment, man, when he has it set for you, you know. So I'm going to get into this video, right? And we're going to listen to it. So bear with me. And then I'm going to show the other video of the Jake actually burning, man. But like I said, man, this is what's going to happen to a lot of our people, man, because Jake and Eve is hard-headed, man. You people don't want to listen to the prophets that the Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah have set up, you know, to warn you in these times of just how evil things are and that the Lord is bringing forth judgment. You people don't want to do that, man. You want to continue to do what you want to do. So, hey, it's going to be a consequence, man. The Lord is not playing with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. And you people are about to see, right? This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 5. "The just Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame." And that's talking about the 2/3 of our people, man. You people have no shame. Here it is. You got the Lord handing out all of these terrible judgments, all of these bad things happening in the earth. The Lord plaguing this place, America, on all sides. And yet you Israelites are still not trying to seek after the Lord. You're still not repenting. You see, you're still out here just doing everything the way you want to do it, man. You know, so, hey, the Lord is going to bring more judgment upon you people, man. Right. But this is the video right here. Before I started, I'm going to say fair use. Fair use on 1976 Copyright Act. Not getting paid for the video.
Big story: 5, a teen is dead and 2 officers are in the hospital after a chase ends in a fiery crash.
This happened on the city's north side near 19th and Hampton. That family spoke with our Christina Banzels earlier today, and they are sharing a message to Milwaukee tonight, hoping it'll save a life.
That is painful. To watch someone burn alive.
Family members say 17.
All right. And y'all heard what it is the woman basically said, you know, but hey, this is what the scriptures say. This is Job chapter 4, verse 7. "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or were the righteous cut off?" You see? And then, mind you, what led up to this Jake being judged, he was on a high-speed chase with the police and crashed the car, man. So at the end of the day, you know, he was out here being wicked, and the Lord brought judgment upon him, man. If you're not seeking the Lord, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're 17, whether you're 10, or whoever. It tells you in the scriptures, Romans 2 and 11, "For there is no respect of persons with Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah." So the Lord doesn't care who you are. If you're not seeking him, it can be a woman, it can be a baby, whatever the case may be. And then also you got to understand reincarnation, that a lot of these people are coming back into their lives. These were the same wicked people from back then. So that's why the Lord is ultimately bringing these judgments upon these people in the way that he's doing it. You see, nothing is by coincidence, man. Everything is controlled by the Lord. You see, life, death, everything that you see happening, the judgments that go forth, it all being orchestrated by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And I'm actually prove that. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39, KJV. See now that I, right, even I am he, right? And there's no God with me, right? No Buddha, no Allah, no Jesus, right? None of that. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hands. So like I said before, the Lord set that up, man, for that Jake to be in that accident, for that to happen to him, man. You see? And this is why I tell you, Israelites, man, and we tell you, starting off with the elder apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone, that, hey, get right with the Lord, man. Because guess what? You could possibly fall into something like this when you're not seeking the Lord. You know, that's what's going to happen upon you. Judgment. See? Because you're not walking in the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Ultimately, you're going to be judged, man. It just is what it is, right? And I'm actually go to that precept too. This is 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 12. It says, and they entered into a covenant to seek the Lord power of their fathers with all their hearts and with all their souls, right? And this is the point, verse 13. That whosoever would not seek the Lord, right, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, the power of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. And that still pertains to this day, man, for you tribes out there, man. If you're not seeking the Lord, if you're trying to live a lifestyle that is wicked, you see, then guess what? You're going to die, man. That just is what it is. We know you people don't like to hear it because you don't like the truth, but you're going to die, man. The Lord is going to judge you people, man, for your wickedness. It just is what it is, man. You know? That's why we urgently warn you to turn back and to repent. But we know that 2/3 of you are not going to, you know, turn back to the Lord. So, hey, you're going to be judged, man. That just is what it is, you know.
18-year-old Rocky Henderson is the teen inside that car, something they still can't wrap their heads around.
That's where we need answers.
Milwaukee police say just before 7:30 Wednesday night, they were trying to pull over someone driving recklessly near Hampton and Hopkins. They also say there was a warrant because the car was connected to a felony.
That's not even his character to even be in stuff like that.
See, and you always got Big Shirley. I always never want to take accountability for how wicked they children are. Oh, man, he would never do that stuff. My baby was an angel. Lies, man. You see? And that's why the Lord going to keep judging these YNs, man, because a lot of you YNs are demons, man. You see, a lot of our people, the younger generation coming up, a lot of them are very wicked, man. And that's why the Lord is judging these Jakes in the way that they're being judged, man. You see? Let me grab this. This is 2 Esdras chapter 5, verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be often sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their place, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters, man. You see? And that's what a lot of our people are, 2/3 of them, man. These YNs and little Jakes that are coming up, they're complete demons, man. You see? So, hey, the Lord is going to be judging you Jakes out there, man, because you're not right in the spirit, man. You see? So that's why the Lord is going to be bringing these horrific type judgments upon you, man. Right? And that's why I'm going to grab this precept right here. You know, I bring it out a lot, but, you know, this is the time and season we're in. And that's why we urgently warn you Israelites to turn back, man. You know, and we know that ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has to put the spirit on you to want to repent and to turn back. You see, this is Sirach chapter 5. Right. And I'm going to start at verse 1, right? I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, set not thy heart upon thy goods, and say not, I have enough of my life. You see, don't be caught up and consumed with the things of this life, Jake. You need to be putting all of your time and energy into seeking your power, man, especially in these times. Verse 2, follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart. You see, because as it tells you in Proverbs 14:12, there's a way which seemeth right unto a man or a woman, but the end thereof are the ways of death, man. Just like this Jake that was in this car crash. He probably thought it was the right thing to do to go on a high-speed chase with the police. And look what it ended in him being judged, man. Being set on fire, man. And that's a horrific judgment, man. You see? But, hey, a lot of our people, they're going to have to fall victim to things like this because they're not going to do right, man. You know, so that's why the Lord is going to have to punish a lot of you Israelites in horrible manners, man. What does it say in 2 Esdras 9:12? The same must know it at the death by pain, man. Because the Lord that knows that a lot of you Israelites are not going to get right. He know that you're not going to repent. He know you're not going to turn away from being wicked. So he's going to have to judge you, man. You see? Verse 3, it says, and say not, who shall control me for my works? For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride. And that's what a lot of our people is walking in the spirit of. Pride, arrogancy. You can't tell me what to do. Oh, my way or the highway. You see? That's the spirit that 2/3 of our people are in, man. We know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushua despises pride, man. The Lord hates pride. And I'm going to actually go to that real quick. Proverbs chapter 6, right? Because the Lord hates that, man. And that's the spirit that a lot of our people are exuding. That's what they're showing. That's what's in them. You see, the women, the men, the children, just full of themselves, man. Right? So I'm going to go down. This is Proverbs chapter 6, and I'm going to go to verse 16. It says, these 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. Verse 17, a proud look, right? So the Lord despises pride, man. A lying tongue and hands that shed innocent blood, which is what our people do. 2/3 of them. They love, being quick to, harm one of their other fellow Israelite brethren, man. Brothers or sisters, man. They quick to do something wicked. This is our people. Even though we know in this sense it's talking about Esau, Edom as well, but 2/3 of our people are in that spirit, man. It says, verse 18, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift and run into mischief, right? That means running to do evil, running to do bull stuff, man, which is what a lot of you jakes do. You see? So, yeah, that's pretty much, I could read on down. I'm going to finish verse 19. It said, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. So like I said before, I just really wanted to touch on verse 17 about a proud look, you see, because that's what a lot of our people have within them, pride, man. And what does it tell you in 2nd Esdras 8:50? For many great misery shall be done unto them that in the latter time, which is the time that we're in now, that dwell in the world because they have walked in great pride, man. You see? So that's why a lot of you Israelites are going to find yourselves in very terrible situations, man, because of your wickedness and your pride, man. So this is back at Sirach chapter 5, and I'm going to start at verse 4. It says, say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For the Lord is long suffering. He will in no wise let thee go. You see? And that's what a lot of our people do, man. You see? What does it tell you in Ecclesiastes? Right? Chapter 8. And I'm going to start at verse 11, because this is our people, man. A lot of them. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the son of man is fully set in them to do evil, man. And that's Jake, man. 2/3 of our people, because guess what? They think just because they get away with doing the wickedness that they do in their day-to-day lives, that there's going to be no consequence for it. That's why they continue to engage in being YNs, being demons, Keisha committing adultery. You see, that's why they do these things, man, because they don't feel as though there's going to be, any harm or any consequence or recompense that's going to come upon them for their wicked actions. But you people are sadly mistaken, man. You're not getting away with anything that you're doing, man. The Lord has his angels watching everything, man. You see, nobody gets away with anything, right? So this is back at Sirach chapter 5. And I'm going to start at verse 5. It said, concerning propitiation, be not without fear to add sin unto sin, man. Don't be out here just sinning, going off, man. You see, which is what the majority of our people like to do. And like I said, that's why they're going to meet their judgment, man. Right? By the Lord. He's going to have to judge you because you're not going to do right, man. Verse 6, and say not his mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins, for mercy and wrath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners. You see, so the Lord's indignation, meaning his righteous anger, is rested upon sinners, man. So if you a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American Indian, and you're not seeking the Lord and you're not doing the things that he requires you to do to the best of your abilities, hey, guess what? He's going to judge you, man. You see, that just is what it is, right? This is verse 7. This is the point. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. You see, don't be taking your time. Don't be saying, oh, I repent next week. Or, oh, I'll wait. I want to continue to live my life being wicked. Then I turn to the Lord. No, man, do it now. If the Lord is putting the spirit on you to allow you to come across the elder apostles and the elder bishops, a great millstone, and the men teaching the same doctrines pages, and he's allowing you to understand it, the spirit is dealing with you, then, hey, you want to take this thing very seriously, man. You see? It says, for suddenly, right, when you least suspect it, shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and indict security, when you thinking everything good, when you comfortable and you delighting in your wickedness, right? Thou shall be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. You see? So like I said before, for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians out there, man, both men and women, either you're going to turn back to the Lord or you're going to be judged, man. That just is what it is. You know, that's why it's important to fear the Lord, man, because when you fear the Lord, it driveth away sins. You see, because we know, as it tells you in Romans 6:23, for the wages of sin is death. And a lot of our people, they're just out here sinning willfully, you know, going off just because they feel as though they can. You see, but when you fear the Lord, right? Let me go to that. This is Proverbs chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse 7, right? It says, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, is the beginning of knowledge. But fools despise wisdom and instruction, man. That's talking about the 2/3 of our people. Because we know that salvation is only for the Israelites. Only the Israelites can fear the Lord. You see, these other nations are going to fear the Lord as well. But talking about far as being delivered, that's only for our people. But guess what? 2/3 of Jake, they don't fear the Lord, man. You see, because if they feared the Lord, guess what? You'll be able to tell by their behaviors, how they live their lives, how they conduct themselves. You see, the decisions that they make. Our people, if they truly feared Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, they wouldn't be out here acting like animals. But that's because the 2/3 of them do not. You see, they don't. And that's why they're going to be judged, right? So I'm actually go to this precept right here as well. Just a few more precepts on fearing the Lord, man. And how important it truly is, man. So bear with me. This is Job 28 and verse 28. And unto man he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding, man. You see? So like I said before, our people don't want to depart from the ways of being wicked, man. And that's because they lack the fear of the Lord. And guess what? When you don't fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, then guess what? That puts you right in the direction of being judged by him, man. You see? If you don't fear him, guess what? He's going to make you fear him, man. You know, by putting yourself in a terrible situation like this Jake, man, you know, being judged in a horrible fashion, man. You know? So like I said, I'm going to grab this precept as well, you know, just showing you how terrible it is to actually fall into the hands of the Lord, because a lot of our people, man, you know, soon to come, especially, is going to be judged, man, by the Lord, you know, due to your wickedness. So this is Hebrews chapter 10, and I'm gonna start at verse 26. For if we sin willfully after that we have received the knowledge of the truth, there remaineth no more sacrifice for sins. You see? Verse 27, but a certain fearful looking for of judgment and fiery indignation which shall devour the adversaries. Verse 28, he that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses, man. You see? Verse 29, of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden under the foot of the Son of the Most High, and have counted the blood of the covenant, wherewith he was sanctified an unholy thing, and have done despite unto the Spirit of grace. Right? Verse 30, for we know him that have said, vengeance belongeth unto me, I will recompense, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And again, the Lord shall judge his people, man. You see? And that's what the Lord is doing. He's judging you Israelites, man. Right? For your wickedness. Verse 31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. And as I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters, this video, it just shows you how fearful it truly is to fall into the hands of the Lord, man. Especially when you're not right. So we're going to get back into this video, Akim, Akwaf. Let this video play just to show you, man, just how fearful it is to really fall into the hands of the Lord, man. And if you're not seeking the Lord, then guess what? This is going to be your fate, man, or worse. You see, because this is it's various different ways the Lord can judge you, man. You see, especially if you're not living right, man. You know, so I'm going to actually play the video, right, of the incident of a person who was on the scene, man. And like I said, you see Jake's body you see him moving around in the fire, man. But I mean, who perish being innocent, man. The Lord is going to do these things, man. You know, and we don't feel bad for you Israelites, man. You see, because at the end of the day, the Lord has set up his men to warn you, man, to tell you of these things, to tell you that the Lord is going to judge you, man, if you don't get right. And we know that a lot of our people, they just hard-headed, man, and they not going to get it. So guess what? The Lord is going to have to put you down, man, you know, and that just is what it is, you know, in a painful, terrible way. Right. But this is the video right here. And there's no sound to it. You know, don't want to get hit with a copyright, but, you know, I'm going to play it. But as you can see, that's the police over there trying to put them out. You brothers and sisters going to see them burning in the fire, man. You see? Y'all see them, man. Well, that was the video, brothers and sisters, but I'm going to go to one more precept real quick, and we're going to pretty much end the lesson from there. But like I said before, man, that's why we tell you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians to take this truth and these warnings that we're giving you for a game, man. But we know that, guess what, at the end of the day, like I said, only the elect are going to listen, man. Everybody else is blinded, man, to the mysteries of the kingdom, man. To the judgments that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is sending out daily, man. A lot of our people don't know that the Lord is the one that's in control of life and death. A lot of these people believe they have free will and they're controlling everything, man. But like I said, man, hey, the Lord are going to make a lot of you people believers, man, real soon. And it's not going to be in your best interest, right? So I'm going to actually go to this precept right here. This is Amos chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 6, right? KJV, it says, shall a trumpet be blown in the city and the people not be afraid? That trumpet represents this word, that the men of the Lord, starting off with the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone and the men on down teaching the same doctrine, is warning you Israelites of, man. We're warning you that the Lord is bringing judgment. We're warning you that we're living in a time where evils are about to increase and you need to be seeking the Lord. You see, it says, shall there be evil, right? Meaning bad times in the city, and the Lord have not done it. So like I said before, man, the Lord is the one that judged this young man. You see, he the one that brought that fiery flame upon him, you know. And like I said, it all goes back to our people wickedness, because you Eves and Jakes out there don't want to do right. So guess what? The Lord is going to have to punish you, man. Right. So I'm actually, go to one more precept through the Spirit. You know, this is Isaiah chapter 55. And I'm going to start at verse 6, man, you know. And we bring out these same precepts because we always want to instill it in the mind of you Israelites, man. You see, of this is what you're supposed to be doing, man. And if you're not, then guess what? You're going to be judged, basically, you know. It says, seek ye the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near, man. Because like I said, we're getting ready to come into some times where, hey, you're not going to be able to seek the Lord, man. So that's why you want to take this thing serious if you're involved in it, man. You know. Verse 7, it says, let the wicked forsake his way, and the unrighteous man or woman his or her thoughts. And let him or her return unto the Lord, and he will have mercy upon him, and to our power, for he will abundantly pardon. But the Lord is only going to have that mercy on the elect, right? That 1/3 remnant that is sincerely going to turn back to him. You see? And the rest of you Jakes, like I said, you're just going to have to be judged, man. That just is what it is, you know? But with that being said, Lord's willing, this video was edifying. To the next time, I'm going to say shalom to the elect.